Hi, I want to know from you, which strategy do you use to connect with your ideal clients? How do you connect with your ideal clients? If you don't know the answer to that question, let me share with you a few tips, very practical tips to connect with your ideal clients. So, welcome here. I'm PhD Fernando Coach, and in this video I'm going to share with you those tips. The first thing is, of course, you have to define the profile of your ideal client. You're not going to offer your service or your product to anyone, right? You are going to offer your value to a certain kind of people you want to work with. So once you define your ideal clients, their age, their profession, their interest, their pain points, you know what their main interests are. And using that information, let me share with you the following tips. The first one is become genuinely interested in your ideal client. What I mean with this is when you talk to other person, whether it is online or in person, we used to talk about our interest, but it is of paramount importance that we pay attention to the other person, especially if they are our ideal clients, and listen to them carefully. So by listening to them, we learn what's their main interests are, and we can establish a connection talking with them about their main interest, not our interest. So in order to get adapted to that, hey Marcel, it's my pleasure here. In order to do that efficiently, we have to read different kinds of books and learn from different sources according to the interest of our ideal client. Does it make sense? So that's one main point. And another clue, another key point is that we can move forward faster in the following way. If we are working in the social media and we detect certain people who are our ideal clients, we can do a very fast research on what their main interests are. And when we establish a connection, we can start talking to them with a lot of efficiency because we know what their main interests are, and we also know that that they are going to be interested in ourselves because we are paying attention to them. People want you to pay attention to them. People want to be heard. People want to be emotionally embraced, and for that we have to understand them. That's why it is so important, this tip. The tip number 2 is don't criticize. I mean, I see many people online who are talking, criticizing certain people or certain organism, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to establish a solid connection with other people, it is much better if you avoid criticizing, because you can make that question to yourself. Do you want to go closer to any person who is criticizing others? Of course not, right? So if you want to give a feedback to any person, it is better to say something that makes them feel comfortable, politely and clearly. By doing that, the other person won't feel hurt and will get your message with efficiency. That's why it is very important to be polite and, of course, firm at the same way. Okay? That's the second tip. The third tip is remember the other person's name. I mean, when you are introducing to someone that you feel that person is your ideal client, they say, you ask their name and they say, hi, my name is John. You can say, okay, my name is Fernando. My pleasure. But there's another option, a slightly different option, that you can say, hi, John, my pleasure. My name is Fernando. Okay? You repeat their name. When you repeat their name or their interest, the other person feels identified and heard. That's why we have to say their name. It may seem silly, but it is fundamental in order to strengthen the bond and the connection with the other person. And the fourth tip I'll share here is express yourself according to the other person's interest. I mean the following. When we want to persuade the other person to do something specific, we have to show why it is important for them to do that. For instance, when you are offering your service or your product, you can apply the rule of the left hand, which is you will talk about the benefits of working with you, why they have to start working with you immediately, call to action, which is the problem they will face in case they don't decide to work with you, why they should trust in you, right? And finally, the investment they are going to make working with you is very, very small in comparison to the benefits they will have from you. So it is important that you show the benefits they will have when you persuade someone to do something that you indicate, okay? That's the fourth tip. So it is important that you ask the following questions. How does my product or service benefits my clients? Or other question is, how does it make life easier for my clients? Okay? So it is important to focus on the outcome you want to offer for the other person. It is very, very crucial to offer this, to focus on this, because many people are thinking about, oh no, I want to make money. It won't work. But if you focus on your client really having a good outcome, an outstanding outcome, it will work, and they're going to recommend you. And of course, you're going to feel better and wanting to serve more people, right? Especially in this, people are wanting really, really high value from other people. So the fifth tip is talk about your own mistakes instead of other people's mistakes. Because when you talk about your own mistakes, when you see other people doing something that you judge it is not okay, instead of saying, oh, you're doing wrong, it breaks the connection. Instead of that, you can say, for instance, yes, I understand you. When I started, I also made that mistake. And then I learned that the right way is like this, and like this, okay? So when you talk in that way, you create a stronger connection because you show empathy, you show compassion, and you show that you were in that position that person is now at this very moment, okay? The sixth tip, very useful tip, is show sincere gratitude. I'm not talking about adulation. I'm not talking about saying something very, very, very polite or an extreme admiration or flattery, expecting something in return. I'm speaking about express positive feelings to other people in an honest way. For instance, this week there are some people already taking action in the special training I'm offering, which is Connect with Your Ideal Clients. And some of those people already started taking action after very difficult situations. And when I saw that really outstanding outcome, I said, wow, it really inspires me. It inspires a lot of people and inspires me as well. So I am really happy for you, and you should be proud of other people. And then I asked the other person, how do you feel after doing that? And the other person just say, oh yes, I really feel relieved, right? So it's important to show sincere gratitude and admiration when you feel it, okay? And the seventh tip, just to finish this, is the best way to get the best out of an argument is to avoid it. What does it mean? Nobody knows the complete truth about a certain topic, right? In many cases, it's worthless to be right. The most important thing is to be kind and always, always willing to learn from others. Because when you are willing to learn, you have an open mindset instead of a fixed mindset when, oh, no, this is the only way, okay? We have to always be willing to learn. And we have to be quick to acknowledge our own mistakes. And if you feel that the person is wrong from your point of view, avoid saying that they are wrong. Instead, listen to them carefully and with respect, right? Uh, and then reach an agreement with them so that both of you feel comfortable, right? So this is the seventh tip so far. There are 7 tips here, very useful. Let me know with a number which tip is called most your attention. And if you want a written version of these 7 tips that are very useful and how to apply them for your particular business, write in the comment below. I'll be happy to help you. Okay? Take care. Blessings from Brazil and bye bye.